Welcome to the Surgeons in 3D Printing podcast. And today I have a very special guest. He's a specialist, he's an endodontist, and let us discover what his questions are and about him. So, hi, Dr. Shashank.
Hi, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, please could you? I'm good. Can you introduce about yourself, where you're dialing from, and what is your practice like?
Okay, sure. Hello, myself Dr. Shashank Kumar Mishra. I am BDS, MDS, and I am from past 3 years. I am practicing a private clinic known as Ashu Dental Clinic in Chhattisgarh.
Wow. So Chhattisgarh is an amazing place where you're practicing. So great. Shashank, I came to know that you had certain questions about medical 3D printing. So let's start there. Yeah.
Okay. Then, being an endodontist, how can this 3D printing will be helpful for me?
Right. That's a very good question because I would say endodontics is our bread and butter, which we are already told during the time of our graduation. So I think most of the dentists will really have this question that how will 3D printing help endodontists or in treatments like RCT, episectomies and stuff like that. So to answer your question, I would say that, you have difficult RCTs where the general dentist have to call the endodontist. And the number of cases that you have in endodontics, which is the most in any clinic, like irrespective of any clinic, we have most of the cases of endodontics. So how 3D printing is helpful is that if you have a difficult case or a calcified canal or canals that you cannot get access to very soon, what you can do is once you get the CBCT done, you can actually visualize those canals on the scan. The other thing that you can do is you can create guides which can help you access those canals. And so that becomes something like an implant guide, it guides you to the canal. So the same RCT, which might take a lot of time, becomes easier, less invasive. You are not experimenting on the patient. There are less chances of perforation. So you are saving a lot. Right? Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Definitely.
Right. Please go to your next question.
Ma'am, does the implant guide and the endo access guide are built by the same material or something like that?
Yeah. The material is the same. It is a material wherein which you can keep in the mouth, so it is biocompatible. Second thing is the material is definitely the same for all the guides. Okay, it is transparent so that you can see while you are putting your guide inside. And the best part is you can use these guides not only for RCT access canals or things like that, calcified canal, but also for episectomies. So for episectomies, suppose you want to create a cut where you want to cut your root, you can create a guide which can straight away, once you retract the flap, you can just straight away get inside and you have a marking on the guide and you can just cut that root tip there. So it's a very fast process. You would have to call a surgeon to do an episectomy. But I think once you have a guide, maybe once you call a surgeon and you kind of see the procedure, but the second time you will do it yourself because then it becomes very easy. So that is the other place where you can actually use the guide. That could be an episectomy guide. Right?
Can this guide be used by a number of times or we have to just use and throw after each patient?
Yes, you have to use and throw because each patient is different. The location of that cut that you have to create. So it is personalized for each patient. So for example, for patient A, you have the location of the root at a different place. So the cut is going to be at a different place. All of that planning is done beforehand. So that is why it is a personalized solution for each patient. And once it is done, it has to be definitely thrown away. But I'll tell you, there are so many ways we can use this. We can use this to create a publication. We can do a lot with this.
Yeah.
Right? Keep hearing our podcast. You'll get to know a lot more about this. And I hope I answered both your questions.
Yeah.
Great. It is nice to meet you. And thank you for coming in here, asking questions. You are living in Chhattisgarh, and I hope our podcast is reaching there and helping you guys in your clinical practices.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shashank. Thank you so much.
Thank you.